And rolling up and down the fingers. Whoa, there was a dog there. And into the palm. Come here. And the pads of the pinky. And the thumb. And down to the wrist. And up to the knuckles. And let's take the ball into one hand and squeeze. And then the other and squeeze. Back to the first. Squeeze. And the other. Squeeze. And we're going to go around the back. And switch. 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 Hinge at the waist. Go through the legs. Switch. Switch. And switch. Put the ball on the floor. Assess how the feet feel. And stepping the ball right in the middle of the foot, pressing down 3 times. Move it up to the knuckles and press once on each. Roll across the knuckles. Bring the ball to the middle of the foot and wiggle the toes. Press the toes into the ball. Raise them up and separate. Press again. Wiggle again. And scribble. Three, two, one, release, reassess, and repeat on the other foot. Press down 3 times in the middle. Moving up to the knuckles. Roll across the knuckles. Bring the ball to the middle of the foot and wiggle the toes. Press the toes into the ball. Raise and separate. Press again. Wiggle again. And scribble. Three, two, one, release. Get the ball out of the way. Reassess. And let us do some wood chops. We're going to chop through the middle, hinging at the waist 7 times. And then go diagonally from one side to the other. And then the other side. Come on up and shake the tree. And 3, 2, 1, center. Twist it away, swing the arms. And center with some ocean wave breathing. Fingers and thumb at the base of the spine. Step to one side, gather in starlight. And center. Go to the other side and repeat. And center. Take some steps forward. And then elbow towards the opposite knee. And then tap the opposite heel in the front. And then tap it behind. And then take a cross step with a twist and a punch. And let's just walk or march or jog. Saturday is chair day, combination of stretching and core work and isometrics for the arms. And we'll do some sit stands to start. So about 10 of those, but if you want to do rapid squats, go ahead. You can do what you're doing right now, of course. Whatever you do, be careful, safe. I'm going to sprint. And I'm going to do 5 Tibetans in the after class. I'm going to go in 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, 2. 10. 20. 30. 2 breaths. Interlace the fingers. Raise the hands up. Come up on your toes if you can, reaching for the ceiling. And down if you are up, and bend back if you can. Back to center, bend to one side. And then the other. Back to center, lower your hands. Push out at the chest. Come on down, interlace the fingers behind the back. And raise the hands up. Squeezing the shoulder blades together. A little higher. And come on down to shrug. And then put your fingers on your shoulders. Rotate your elbows forward in a circle. And then backwards. Extend your arms, tap your shoulders. And then bring one arm across the body and press in at or above the elbow. And then the other. And then first hand behind the back, pressing down and in. And then the other. And then grab both elbows and rock side to side. Bend your arms, squeeze the shoulder blades together and hold. Release, squeeze. Release and squeeze. Release. Bring your arms down and rotate your neck. Go the other way. Nod. And go ear to shoulder. Tuck in your chin. Look over one shoulder and drop your chin to the collarbone. And then look up. Come back to center, still tucked, look the other way. Drop the chin. And look up. And let's grab a stick. You're going to start by putting the stick inside the sole of one foot, or right at the arch there. Bend the other leg, slide down, stretch the inner thigh. And then reverse the position of the stick and the positions of the legs. And stretch the other hamstring, inner thigh. Then come on up. Bring the stick in front of one foot. Bring the toes about 6 inches away. Lay the stick on the collarbone. Slide down. Lift the sole of the foot. And wiggle it if you can. Come on up. Press the sole of that foot against the stick. And then repeat both maneuvers on the other side. Sliding down. Lifting the sole, wiggling. Coming up, pressing the sole against the stick. And coming down. Going to do the Booyah stick routine. So do some flip-flops. And then bring the stick out in a big circle in front. And then reverse it. Pulling it in. And then go laterally in one direction. And then the other. And then bring it up to, no, bring it behind the back. And in the crook of the elbows, twist at the waist. If you can, lean back, otherwise keep twisting. And come on back up. Tuck in your chin and tack like a pigeon. We're going to stick up the shoulders. Twist the body. Keep the head and hips facing forward. And then bring the stick up over the head, below the waist, back up, and if you can, behind. Then stop at the shoulders and push out. Bring the stick to one side and swing it behind you. And then the other. And then to the middle, holding on with two hands, or one hand, or a finger, or two at the top. And come up on your toes and back on your heels, staying on each for a second or so. And we'll do this 15 times. "13, 14, and 15 for me." Let's bring the stick to the side. Put all the weight on one foot, other foot, you get the toe on the ground. Balancing on the one foot. If you can, pick the stick up. If you need it there, hold it there as you move your leg around, perhaps, or not. Challenge yourself a little bit, don't go too far. And then you can also move the stick around if you need to or want to. You add a little bit of a challenge. Don't have to. Use it for balance. And 3, 2, 1, down. Same thing on the other side, starting with the stick on the ground, toe on the ground, lifting the stick, lifting the foot, moving the foot maybe, or not. Same with the stick. Three, two, one, down. Let's get a chair. Going to start with some sit to stands. Keep your hands wherever feels right for you. I'm going to move mine around. If you need to push up off the chair, feel free to do so, but try to sit down fully and come up. We're going to do 10, 2, 3, 9, One more. And excellent. Let's sit down. Raise our hands parallel to the ears. We're in the middle of the seat and we're going to bend forward about 45 degrees, keeping the core engaged and come back. We'll do this 7 times. And then cross your arms over your chest. Again, you're in the middle of the seat, and tap the back of the chair with your back and come back. Core is engaged, navel pressing towards the spine. And 7. Let's cross one leg over the other and rotate the ankle in one direction. And then the other. Point the toes towards the shin and away. And then press down on the knee, hinge at the waist. And stretch those glutes. Come on up. Put the sole of that foot on the floor, cross the other leg, and then rotate the ankle in one direction. And then the other. Then point the toes towards and away from the shin. Press on the knee, hinge at the waist. Come on back up and do some steps, some marching. And then spread your legs apart and try to touch your toe, don't have to. I'll do about 7 of these. Come on back up. Palm is open with one hand, you have a fist with the other. Press that fist into the palm and hold. Then go the other way. Then grab with your fingers the other hand and pull apart right about chest height. And then switch the position of the hands and again pull. And finally, let's do some chair jacks. And 10. All right, good. Take a couple of breaths. We're doing the ha breath this week. A nice deep inhalation through the nose, diaphragmatically, belly's expanding as we inhale. And then we're going to exhale through the mouth with the mouth open, making a ha sound like you're fogging a mirror to the count of 10. And we'll do 5 repetitions. Here we go. Inhale. Nice deep breath. We'll stand up, get the chairs out of the way. And rub those hands together to cultivate chi. The snow is starting to really stick here. Form a chi ball. And let it dance us around. Like we're dodging snowflakes. And center. 2 breaths. And we're opening our hearts. And pause on that inhale. Exhale. Send it out. And center. 2 breaths. And bring down heavenly chi. And head down to scoop it up. And namaste.
Thank you, Tom.
Hey, Bill, you're very welcome. Have a great Saturday and Sunday.
Thank you.
And be careful out there. It really is sticky.
Oh, I don't believe it.
Okay.
Thanks. Bye-bye now.
Don't take my word for it.
Okay.
All right. For the rest of us gathered here, I'll ask you what we're going to do with 5 Tibetans. Starting, of course, You can twist at the waist and swing your arms, but you can also spin. And take your breaths. We're going to go to the ground. Hands are normally by the side and the legs are usually extended. Head, neck, and shoulders come up at the same time as the legs do. But you can modify this by putting the soles of the feet on the floor and lifting the soles as you lift the head, neck, and shoulders. Also, you can put your hands behind your back to support your lower back if you need it. Behind your head if you need it to support your neck. I'm going to do 11 regular ones. Here we go. Take 2 breaths. Then we're coming up on our knees. Hands are behind thighs or on the glutes. If you need to, bend back at the knees. But if you can do back extensions, come back, forward, 11 times or so. And then 2 breaths. And come and sit down. Hands are usually by the hips. If you need to, put them behind you. You can put the soles of your feet on the floor and come into an inverted table. But in the usual routine, legs are extended. 1. Do an 11 again. 2. And 2 breaths. Then you turn around. Modify position. Tabletop to cobra. Unmodified down dog. Up dog. And then we're gonna come around. Cross our legs. Oh, it feels comfortable this morning. And take 2 breaths. That'll rotate 6 times in one direction, 5 in the other. From the waist, either sitting up, bending down. Then we're going to pause on the middle of the last round to do a round of box, breathing in front. 4 in, 4 hold, 4 out, 4 hold. Then over the left knee. And then the right knee. Here we go. And stretching out. Box breathing. Going up. Switch the position of the legs. What was on top goes below. What was in front goes behind. We'll do 5 times in the original direction, 6 in the reverse. Again, followed by some box breathing in the 3 positions. And we're off. And stretching out. Right. And something on. Happy weekend to all.